Rising food prices are a major concern for consumers who have to cut back on what's in their shopping trolley. But there are those who argue that consuming less is essential to protect the planet, and consuming more does not make us happy. Our alien correspondent has filed this report from London.
Thank you, Rudy. This is Zlog, filing a report for Zorlich. And our Asbo alien on the Earth has been reporting in. It appears we have underestimated the humanoid issue, known as anti-consumerism, which we assumed was an attempt to prevent humanoids from eating non-edible items for their own safety and to stop them from exploding after eating leather sofas, plasma televisions, and the ground ships they call SUV 44 gassy guzzlers. And Asbo has come back to us on this and has discovered they're not nibbling on the plasma screens and the leather sofas at all. But we have discovered that these items are not dangerous to humanoid health and they're not consuming them. Anti-consumerism is in fact a humanoid brain function idea in here which can affect humanoids with a lot of the money paper which they put in their, trousers. And when they purchase these items, they suffer a malfunction when they have a lot of them. And the humanoid professors say this is a malfunction which is caused by over-consuming, which achieves a false sense of happiness, also known as comfort eating. And they get very, very large, and they can't fit into their hoodies. And this state of happiness is a humanoid emotion which catalyses all sorts of facial changes and noises, and they go very, very red, colouring of the skin. And through our studies of humanoids, we have discovered there can be a significant differences between multiple humanoid states of the happiness emotion. Thank you, Asbo. And we can derive from this that the definition of this happiness emotion by the humanoids is subjective and is not caused by the leather sofas or the plasma televisions or their larger ground ships. Thank you, Asbo. The anti-consumerism professors appear not to understand this. They're very, very, very confused about their own humanoid condition. It's quite similar to the dictator Scavenworth was able to control his species using his eyes. The anti-consumerist humanoids have similar powers at their disposal to the dictator Scavenworth. Instead of using their eyes, they simply block both their ears and chant a complex incantation like this. La 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 la. La 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 la. In fact, the anti-consumerist humanoids wish to live very basic Earth lives. But we have ascertained that many humanoids that live the basic Earth life are called poor people. And they do not have the money paper in the trousers. And they do not have the leather sofas and the 4x4s, the gassy guzzlers. But they do want these items. In fact, our investigations show, thanks to Asbo, that the anti-consumerists are in fact not the poor people, but they are the ones with the big leather sofas and the 4x4 ground ships who want to experiment with a simulation of how the poor people live. Some of the anti-consumption humanoids believe consuming sofas and large ground ships with wheels and large silver tubes they call bull bars will cause their world to self-destruct. Poof. This was similar to the belief of the dictator Scathenworth, Salanov Boom Boom. That's all from me. Thank you, Ruji. Back to you. I'm off to Zorlich. Thank you, Asbo.